encourage you to apply. This is your opportunity to be a part of the democratic process and help build your community from the community. If you're over the age of 18, live in Santa Rosa, and want to use your civic power, I highly suggest you check out srcity.org.
Good morning, everybody. It is 10:30 a.m. and I'm calling this regular meeting of the zoning administrator to order. Our first item is looking at the draft minutes of February 26, 2026 meeting. We are now taking public comments on the draft minutes of that meeting. If you have public comments on the draft minutes and would like to make those, please approach a podium at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public comment and approve those as submitted. Non-agenda public comment. We are now taking public comments on item 3, non-agenda matters. This is the time when any person may address matters not listed on this agenda, but which are within the subject matter jurisdiction of the zoning administrator. If you are attending in person and wish to make a comment, please make your way to the podium. Seeing no one approach the podium, I'll close the non-agenda public comment and read the zoning administrator statement of purpose. The zoning administrator is appointed by the Planning and Economic Development Director and has the responsibility and authority to conduct public meetings and hearings and to act on applications for minor or reduced review authority projects or entitlements. A determination or decision by the zoning administrator may be appealed to the Design Review and Preservation Board, Planning Commission, or City Council as applicable to the decision. All actions taken by the zoning administrator may be appealed within 10 calendar days. If the final day of the appeal period falls on a non-business day, the appeal period will be extended to the next business day. There are no zoning administrator reports, nor are there any consent items, so we will move to our first scheduled item, which is a public meeting for Sweetgrass Fence. Can we have a staff report, please?
Good morning. Good morning. The project in front of you today is Sweetgrass Fence, located at 2950 Sweetgrass Lane, and this requires a minor conditional use permit. The project is to legalize a 6-foot, 8-inch fence within a rear yard for full use and enjoyment of the rear yard. And the fences in the rear yard are typical within this neighborhood because this property abuts an alleyway. And this, again, is typical for residences in this neighborhood. And here, the yellow arrow indicates where the location is. And this is in the southwestern quadrant of the city. Again, this is a more bird's eye view of the project. And the yellow arrow indicates where the location is as well. The general plan land use designation is low density residential. The zoning land use designation is Plan Development 95-004. And the blue arrow indicates where the location is again. And here, the yellow indicates where the fence is located. And this is located in the rear yard setback. And again, it's typical for homes in this neighborhood to have a fence abutting the alleyway. And these are pictures of the existing fence made of redwood material, which is consistent with the material of other fences in this neighborhood. And this project has been found in compliance with the California Environmental Quality Act, and it is categorically exempt pursuant to SEQA guidelines sections 1503E, because this is a construction of a small structure, a fence. At this time, there are no unresolved issues as a result of staff review. No public comment has been received for this project. Staff analysis has concluded that all findings can be met, and the applicant has reviewed and accepted all conditions of approval. At this time, it is recommended by the Planning and Economic Development Department that the zoning administrator approve by resolution a minor conditional use permit to legalize a 6-foot, 8-inch fence at 2950 Sweetgrass Lane. And my contact information is at the bottom left of the screen should you have any questions.
Great, thank you. Is the applicant present and do they wish to make any comments? They're not present? Okay, thank you. With that, we'll go to public comment. If you're in the chamber and would like to make a public comment, please approach one of the podiums. Seeing no one approach the podium, I'll close the public comment. One quick question is there a driveway vision triangle that applies to this project? Okay, thank you. With that, I have no further questions. As mentioned by the planner, it seems like this is a pretty regular occurrence in this neighborhood, and those backyards are pretty tight, so I appreciate the need for that additional backyard space and the security and privacy that the fence affords. I have no further conditions of approval after reviewing the resolution prepared by staff and approve the project. Please note this approval is final unless an appeal is filed within 10 calendar days of today's decision. For this item, that date is Monday, March 23rd, 2026. Thank you. Moving on to our second item is also a public meeting for Garden View fence. Can we please have a staff report?
Welcome to the Fence Show today, everybody. And this project is Garden View Fence, located at 1911 Garden View Drive, and this requires a conditional use permit as well. The applicant is proposing to legalize a 3 feet, 6-inch fence within a front setback, and the fence has transparent features because this fence is also within a vision triangle. And the purple arrow indicates where the fence is located, and as you can see, this property abuts a private alleyway as well, and the applicant expressed to me that he had concerns of just protecting his home should anything happen. And this is a more bird's eye view of the project, and the yellow star indicates where the location is in the northeastern quadrant of the city. The zoning land use destination is Plan Development 72-001Q, and the general plan land use destination is low residential density. And here's the site plan of the project. And in the front yard setback, the fence is 3 feet and 6 inches. And on the next slide, you'll see that the fence is made of hog wire, which gives it a transparent feature. And the side yard fence is 6 feet, which does not require a conditional use permit because that falls within the standards limited by the zoning code. Here are, again, pictures of the existing fence during night and day. And the bottom picture, you can more clearly see that the fence has hog wire features, which allows for it to be transparent. And the fence to the left of it is a 6-foot fence, which does not require a minor conditional use permit, because that falls within the standards limited by the zoning code. This project has been found in compliance with the California Environmental Quality Act and is categorically exempt pursuant to SEQA guidelines sections 1533E, because this is construction of a small structure offense. At this time, there are no unresolved issues as a result of staff review. No public comment has been received for this project. Staff analysis has concluded that all findings can be met, and the applicant has reviewed and accepted all conditions of approval. At this time, it is recommended by the Planning and Economic Development Department that the zoning administrator approve a resolution for a minor conditional use permit to legalize a 3-foot, 6-inch fence within a front setback at 1911 Garden View Circle. And my contact information is at the bottom left of the screen, should you have any questions.
Great, thank you. Is the applicant here and do they wish to make any comments? Okay, great, thank you. Thanks for being here. With that, I'll go to public comment. If you're in the chamber and would like to make a public comment, please approach the podium at this time. Seeing no one present and making their way to the podium, I'll close the public comment. I have no questions on this one. I think the hog wire looks great. Big fan of hog wire fencing, especially given that the vision triangle, you need the visibility. I agree with the findings made by staff and have no further conditions of approval, and so we'll approve the project. Thank you. Please note this action is final unless an appeal is filed with the Planning and Economic Development Department within 10 calendar days of today's decision. For this item, that date is Monday, March 23rd, 2026. And that concludes our items for this meeting, so the meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.